Television has evolved into a medium that rivals blockbuster films in ambition and budget. From sprawling fantasy worlds to intricate historical dramas, some shows demand staggering amounts to bring their visions to life. What makes a TV show so expensive? It's often a mix of lavish sets, cutting-edge visual effects, and top-tier talent both in front of and behind the camera. I've rounded up the 12 most expensive TV shows ever produced, based on their per-episode costs, to see where the money went and why these projects became so costly. HBO's epic fantasy, Game of Thrones redefined TV with its sprawling story and massive scope. By its final season, episodes cost about $15 million each, fueled by elaborate battles, CGI dragons, and a huge ensemble cast. Filming in exotic locations like Iceland and Croatia didn't come cheap, and stars like Emilia Clarke earned hefty paychecks. While the finale disappointed some, the show's cultural impact and visual grandeur justify its budget. I still rewatch those early seasons for their unmatched scale. Netflix's adaptation of Neil Gaiman's comic series, The Sandman, brings a dreamlike fantasy world to life at $15 million per episode. The cost comes from intricate CGI to craft otherworldly realms and a stellar cast, including Tom Sturridge and Gwendolyn Christie. The show's ambition to stay true to the source material, with its mix of mythology and horror, demands a big budget. It's a visual feast that hooked me with its unique storytelling. Fans seem to agree, as it became a global hit despite its price. This Netflix fantasy series, based on Andrzej Sapkowski's books and popular video games, costs around $16.6 million per episode. Henry Cavill's reported $1 million per episode salary as Geralt of Rivia is a big chunk of that. Add in detailed medieval sets, monster-filled CGI, and filming across multiple European locations, and the costs soar. I love the gritty action and rich lore, which make the budget feel worthwhile. Season 2's viewership proved its massive fanbase was ready for more. This Disney Plus Star Wars series, launched in December 2024, costs $17 million per episode. Jude Law's $500,000 per episode salary and extensive visual effects for its spacefaring adventures are major factors. The show's coming-of-age story, set in the Star Wars universe, uses cutting-edge tech like the Volume for immersive sets. I found its fresh take on the franchise charming, especially for younger viewers. Its budget reflects Disney's all-in approach to expanding the galaxy. Netflix's live-action take on Eiichiro Oda's beloved manga, One Piece, sails in at $17.3 million per episode. The pirate adventure requires elaborate ship sets, exotic island locations, and heavy visual effects to bring its colorful world to life. The show's commitment to capturing the manga's vibrant energy, plus a talented young cast, drives its high cost. I was skeptical about adapting such a wild story, but the first season won me over. It's a bold swing that paid off with strong reviews. HBO's Game of Thrones prequel, House of the Dragon, roars with a $20 million per episode budget. The show leans heavily on CGI for its 20 dragons and recreates Westeros with lavish sets and costumes. Filming in historic European castles and a large cast, including Matt Smith, add to the expense. I was blown away by the show's epic scope and political intrigue. It's a worthy successor that lives up to its predecessor's grandeur. Netflix's sci-fi epic, Three Body Problem, based on Lou Sixon's novels, costs $20 million per episode. Created by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss of Game of Thrones fame, it uses complex visual effects to depict alien worlds and scientific concepts. The global cast and filming across multiple continents push the budget higher. I found the dense storytelling challenging but rewarding. Despite mixed reviews, Netflix's renewal for 2 more seasons shows confidence in its ambitious vision. This HBO miniseries, produced by Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks, chronicles World War II's Pacific Theater at $21.7 million per episode. Recreating massive battles, like the Peleliu landing, required hundreds of actors and authentic period details. The show's cinematic quality, with Hans Zimmer's score and intense action, feels like a feature film. I was gripped by its raw portrayal of war. Its critical acclaim proves the budget was well spent on historical accuracy. The Star Wars series, Andor, carries a massive $27 million per episode cost, with a total budget of $645 million across 2 seasons. Diego Luna's gritty prequel to Rogue One 2016 uses practical sets and location shooting, like Scotland's Highlands, to craft its grounded, espionage-heavy story. Season 1's $354.1 million budget covered 12 episodes, while Season 2's $290.9 million faced delays from the 2023 SAG-AFTRA strike, adding costs. I love its mature tone and stunning visuals, which justify the price. Critics agree, with a 96% Rotten Tomatoes score for its bold take on the Empire's oppression. Netflix's Stranger Things started modestly but hit $30 million per episode by Season 4. The Duffer Brothers' vision of 1980s sci-fi horror demands intricate CGI for the Upside Down and a growing cast, including Millie Bobby Brown. Filming in sprawling locations and using retro aesthetics add to the cost. I'm hooked on the nostalgic vibe and heart-pounding moments. The show's massive viewership, with billions of minutes watched, shows its budget delivers. Amazon's spy thriller, Citadel, starring Priyanka Chopra Jonas and Richard Madden, costs a jaw-dropping $50 million per episode. Extensive reshoots and a creative team overhaul, led by the Russo brothers, ballooned the budget. The global scope, with high-octane action and exotic locations, makes it a spectacle. I enjoyed the fast-paced intrigue, though some felt it didn't match the hype. Still, its second-place cost makes it a bold gamble for Amazon. Topping the list is Amazon's The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, with a staggering $58 million per episode. The first season's $465 million budget, plus $250 million for rights, outstrips even the original Lord of the Rings film trilogy. Massive sets, groundbreaking effects, and a sprawling Middle-earth cast drive the cost. I was awed by its visual splendor, though some fans debated its story. It's the priciest show ever, and Amazon's bet on Tolkien's world is unmatched. Which of these big-budget shows is your favorite, or is there another pricey series one missed? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Follow us on MSN for your daily dose of exclusive entertainment stories. 20 best shows like The Witcher. Every fantasy fan needs to see 10 best shows like Andor for Star Wars fans.